Happy Thursday, guys. How's it going? Okay. Sorry, my eye itched. Does your eye ever itch? Yeah. Mr. Herring's tired. His eyes itch. And he's ready to learn about some writing. Okay. Are you ready? Nod your heads. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, raise your hands now. Nope. No questions. Let's begin. So, today for writing, we're going to talk about compose with sensory details. What does compose mean? I'll give you a second. Compose means to create or write. So we're talking about writing. Okay, got it. We're talking about writing. Compose means to write. It's a synonym. Okay, with sensory details. Do we know what those are? Not yet? Oh, but you're reading ahead? You're not even listening to me or watching? Okay, all right, fine. Let's read ahead. Fine. So sensory details help the reader see, hear, taste, touch, or smell the event, people, animals, or objects you describe. Sensory details in a personal narrative let readers share the narrator's experience. So, when you're writing, you use sensory details to share certain things. So, if you're telling me, and we'll keep going with what I've been talking about, if you're telling me that you went to Six Flags and you said you walked near a food stand and you smelled that popcorn. It was hot and buttery and it just smelled so good. Right there, I have recreated a memory for you in my personal narrative. I described to you what it smelled like, right? I walked by the stand and you could just smell that butter and salt and yummy popcorn. Those are called sensory details. They are describing something in your story. Okay? So, that is a sensory detail. If you are still having issues with sensory details by the end of this video, please don't continue. Get on Zoom. We get on Zoom at 10 a.m. I will talk with you about sensory details all day. Okay? They're really fun and they're really cool, especially when we get to the actual writing. So remember, sensory details are a way for you to share your experiences with your readers. Okay? So what we're going to do today on the my turn portion, so that's your turn, you will read these paragraphs, list 5 sensory details. You put them here. And tell what each one describes. You will put that here. Okay? So, here are your 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Right? We talked about it. Sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell, right? And if you're not doing this, shame on you. It's fun. Unless you have a stuffed nose like I do, then it's not so fun. Okay. The paragraph you will be reading is right down here. Paragraphs, excuse me. It's plural. There are 2. You will read these and you will find a sensory detail for each one. Because Mr. Herring is nice, Mr. Herring is going to help you with one of them to show you what I'm talking about. So, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? The library is a small place with 1 bookcase of new books near the checkout counter and 2 rooms with old books on the shelves. The old books have a musty smell, but their pages are soft. Okay. Did we see a sensory detail in there? Did we see a detail that the writer chose to share with us so that we could experience the same thing he did? so we could be in it with him. You saw one? All right. Did you see more? You did? That's awesome. But the one I'm going to point out, it's me right here. But their pages are soft. Okay? So, we're talking about the old books, right? Okay? But we're also we said that their pages are soft. So, what sense is that? What sense did we use to tell that the pages are soft? Touch. So I would just put pages are soft. That's a sensory detail. Or you can just say soft. Oh, it does not want to work with Mr. Herring. Here we go. Soft. And then what it describes. Pages in old books. There you go. That's what you're doing. You're finding details that match with sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. I challenge you, see if you can find another touch sensory detail besides the one I found. All right, guys, if you have any questions, join me on the Zoom, message me, email me, or dojo me. But as always, thank you. Your work has been amazing. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, guys. High five.